In a bustling city called Bethesda, there was a large, bright pool surrounded by 5 beautiful porches. This wasn't just any pool. People believed that every once in a while, an angel would come and stir the water. Whoever first stepped into the pool after the water moved would be healed from whatever sickness they had. This made the pool a magical and hopeful place for people who were unwell. Among the crowd gathered around the pool was a man who had been unable to walk for 38 years. Lying on his mat, he watched and waited just like everyone else, hoping to find his miracle. But getting into the pool before anyone else was a challenge he couldn't overcome on his own. On this particular sunny day, the people were cheerful, the sky was blue, and colorful flowers bloomed all around the pool. Amidst the chatter by the poolside, a man wearing simple robes walked through the crowd. His face was gentle, and his eyes sparkled with kindness. This man was Jesus. As he looked around, he noticed the paralyzed man lying on his mat. Jesus approached him and asked, "Do you want to get well?" The man replied with a sigh, "Sir, I have no one to help me get into the pool. When I try to get in, someone else always gets there before me." It was a sad truth. His dream of being healed seemed impossible to him. But Jesus smiled softly and said, "Get up, pick up your mat, and walk." The man's heart skipped a beat. Could it be true? He hesitated only for a moment. Then, feeling a tingling in his legs he hadn't felt in years, he slowly stood up. His eyes widened as he realized he could stand and walk. The colorful world around him seemed even brighter, filled with the sounds of laughter and splashing water. As he took his mat, a joyful tear slipped down his cheek. He was walking and jumping. People around the pool couldn't believe their eyes as they watched him move around, no longer bound by his mat. Everyone was buzzing, asking questions in awe. But the story doesn't end there. This day was a special day called the Sabbath, a day of rest. Some of the people in charge of the temple saw the man and said sternly, "It's the Sabbath. The law forbids you to carry your mat." The happy man answered them, "The man who made me told me to pick up my mat and walk." They insisted, "Who is this man who told you to do this?" The once paralyzed man looked around, trying to find Jesus again. But in the midst of the bright and bustling crowd, Jesus had quietly slipped away. Later, Jesus found the man at the temple and spoke to him again. "See, you are well now. Stop doing wrong things so that something worse does not happen to you." These words were full of wisdom and care. The man was grateful for his newfound health and understood the gentle advice Jesus gave him. The bright, colorful day at the pool of Bethesda was a turning point for this man's life. People all around whispered tales of the miracle. They remembered the kind man who made it possible, the man named Jesus. This story shows us the power of kindness and faith, reminding us that miracles can happen in unexpected ways and at the most beautiful times.